Hey, welcome back to the chrysalis effect. This is part 2 of why your visitors should opt in the first place. We'll get moving. This next section is requests, and you can actually create an opt-in box where your subscribers get to provide you with the information they need. For example, if you run a private label store, you can have an opt-in box where they sign up to get announcements of new PLR releases. And an extra box is on the form where they can enter their custom niche request, for instance. There's all sorts of ways you could do this in many different niches, so put your thinking caps on with that one. It's a great idea. E-signs and newsletters. Whether you call it an e-sign or a newsletter, this is a type of opt-in freebie that can gain you many subscribers. This isn't a solo email that goes out, it's a very small magazine of sorts. You can do this in HTML or plain text, but make sure you have several different articles for the subscribers to read. How often should you deliver an e-sign or a newsletter? You could do it weekly, twice monthly, or monthly. Some people have fewer editions like every 6 months, but it's really not a good way to build a list or a following because they'll forget who you are during that lengthy time span. One important thing to remember is if you say you're going to do a weekly e-sign, you need to deliver it weekly. Don't be the type of marketer that comes up with excuse after excuse as to why your newsletter's late once again. That's just unprofessional. So with an e-sign, you might deliver in the entire contents right into their email, or you can simply send them a link to the e-sign online on your website. Either way, you can have sponsor ads inside where you charge a flat fee or earn a commission on all of the items sold to your list. When you're creating a newsletter, it should be packed with information. This isn't a mass promotion brochure, it's news. So have a nice mix if you plan on promoting. The great thing about newsletters is that you don't have to create it all yourself. You can go out and find many fellow niche marketers who would love to have a spot in your e-sign as an expert and with an article presented to your readers. Just make sure if you enlist the help of others that you have a deadline for them as well to submit their articles. Make it earlier than you need it and have a backup article ready just to fill their spot if they don't deliver. Here's some good ideas for a newsletter content if you're coming up short. You could have a question and answer mailbag type section where you gather other people's questions and provide solutions to them. Start out on Yahoo Answers maybe, or forums, all the forums in your niche, and then when people really start submitting questions to you directly, you can answer those instead. You could do an interview of an expert, like mentioned before, only in smaller form than what we said before. You could do your commentary on something related to your niche that was in the news, for instance. You could do a review of a product in your niche, tangible or digital or information or whatever. You could also put your own success story, that's really powerful, or a highlighted feature of someone else's success story each month. Next, you could do a video series like I've done here. You don't have to do a text lesson series, you can use Camtasia or a flip or codec video camera to create a series of informative lessons. These do wonders for letting your list of subscribers get to know you better. You can even do a video opt-in squeeze page where you're talking to them about why they should opt into your list and what they'll get in return. You may want to have text options like a transcript for those who prefer to read, like a PDF like you've got there. So your next one would be an audio series. Not everyone likes video or text. Some people prefer to download the audio onto their MP3 player, for instance, and listen to your presentation series while they multitask on their garden, or they might run or go to the gym or whatever. This is actually perfect for a niche like spirituality, affirmations or motivation or any of those things, but you could technically use this in any niche market. A free tool is a unique freebie opt-in gift. You can have someone create a software tool, for instance, for you on a site like elance.com. There's some great people there, it's quite cheap to do. Maybe it's a personalised calorie counter or a keyword search tool. Just make sure you brand it so they continue to recognise who it was from. Webinar recording. If you have a webinar, Whether you do a solo or you can have a guest, again, an expert in your niche, and you can record it and provide a link to your new opt-ins where they can watch it. If you don't have any fancy webinar skills, go to ustream.com and use your web video camera to hold and record the webinar. If you conduct a webinar without a list, try to see if another niche marketer wants to send an invite to their list for you. They'll look good providing the free perks for their list, and you get to record it, complete with audience interaction. It's a really good way of doing things. A lot of people are doing webinars. Promises. Okay, so you want to get the opt-in form up, but you don't have any series or any ebooks or anything yet. That's okay. The time to start building is now. You can promise to provide free tips in your niche, for instance. Start out with your welcome email and build on it as you have time. There's no rigid schedule. Just know that the longer you stay out of touch, the more you're out of your readers' minds. The squeeze page can say something simple such as sign up to receive tips on how to save money. And then you open up the possibilities as to how you want to present that information using a combination of any or all of the previous items we've discussed. You can also let someone else do the work for you. There are some ready-made PLR packages that will set you right up for success. This is a pretty good place at PLR Mini Mart, for example. There's a section called 52 Articles and a Report. Those PLR packs are $1 per page. You get a short 5-page report that works as your opt-in freebie, plus the 52 PLR articles that you can plug into your autoresponder system as a follow-up system for 52 weeks. So that takes a lot of work out of things, and it's quite affordable. So it helps you cater to your list for a full year without you having to do any work. And there are packs for all sorts of niches there, like diet, forex trading, working at home, stress, and lots more. I will put a couple of links at the bottom of the video as well for you for other PLR places that I found that are really good value. So click those and go and have a hunt. The last thing I want to touch on is don't let fear stop you from list building. It can be scary. You may worry that your freebie isn't good enough, or your emails aren't stunning, or just good enough. Just realise this stuff online isn't set in stone. It's not a permanent tattoo. You can alter it any time you wish. You can delete, add, or change whatever you want to. Just don't change anything that's working. It's very different from offline marketers who typically use billboards or newspaper ads or TV commercials to promote their items. Those things can't be changed just on the fly. So you have a major perk using a list building system to develop a relationship with your customers. So go forth and start building your list today. So that'll be the end of this video. I'll see you in the next video.